doctors are very quick to prescribe unnecessary medications to people that could possibly be better off trying to deal with the actual root issue, rather than, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of medications, right, they mask the symptoms but they don't treat the cause.
Correct.
So yeah, I say with things like depression or anxiety, I understand everyone's brains work differently, and some people really don't have the capacity or the strength in themselves to deal with the problem alone, or via therapy, or cognitive behavioral therapy, anything like that. They think, you know what, I'd be much happier. I could be in a better place if I was medicated, just to help me. So yeah, I know everyone's different. In my opinion, I would stay away from any sort of mind altering medications that I could see myself dealing with just without them, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Obviously, there's so many people in the world with their own opinion, because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But unfortunately, it's hard for, I feel like we're on the same sort of page with this as well, but it's hard for people like us to see people choose the quick route.
Exactly, that's what it is.
When actually, it's not even a route. It's just, like you say, masking it. Do you know?
No, that's exactly what it is.
I always think of analogies, and I've never really thought about it like
people
this.
Are always trying to find like quick, easy solutions to anything in life, not even just for
fat loss.
Fat loss, exactly. Crazy, actually. So, type 1 diabetics completely rely on this injection called semaglutide, or also known as Ozempic, right? It's sold out everywhere in the UK because in America people have been advertising it as a weight loss injection, a weight loss drug.
Wow.
And now people are coming to our pharmacy, patients, and they're just like, what do you mean they're out of stock? I need them to survive,
Yeah.
Diabetics.
So what does it do for, just the science behind it, what does that do for a diabetic?
So for a type 1 diabetic, what it does is it, I'm trying to remember what this is.
Testing, you know.
So what it does is it's insulin at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And type 1 diabetics don't have a working pancreas. Pancreas produce insulin.
Yeah.
So what it does is it just helps to clear the glucose from the bloodstream.
Right. So that is insulin.
That's what it is.
Is that an insulin's like form name then?
It comes in the
Oh, it's under the family of insulin.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Got you.
Yeah.
That's where it threw me. Right. Got you. Right. So they can't even they can't even have the drug that they need because people in America are being crazy bastards.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So for normal people, they use it as like an appetite suppressor.
Yeah.
Because it works in the brain to.
Yeah.
I don't really know the full depths of it, but people are using it basically to not feel as hungry. And I guess when you have, when your body's producing more insulin and clearing that glucose, I guess you can get away with eating more sugar.
So that.
Don't take my word for it. I haven't done that much research on it, but that's basically more or less what it is.
So when you're looking at that there, then so because let's just call Joe Fatty, right? So because Mr. Joe Fatty doesn't want to do anything that's too out of his comfort zone and hard, he's having this insulin to suppress his hunger.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, he's killing other people.
Have some self-control in it, mate.
It's crazy.
That's the thing. People are
handcuffs. Tape on the mouth.
People are so quick to find the easy solutions.
And as much as I'm all about getting where you want to be, it's like I've said this before, and it's just a very funny, quick story. But like, I couldn't get in the army initially because I didn't have the grades. So I paid somebody. I paid somebody to sit down and pretend to be me, and
you got away with that.
Yeah, but my point is here. The reason I'm saying that little bit of a story there is because I'm all about the whole like get shit done. Because if you want to get somewhere, but then actually having that mindset of that shortcut feeling when it's actually not the best way of doing it becomes more of a weakness than a solution to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's interesting because also I'm talking about the Ozempic here, the injections. So type 2 diabetes, obviously genetics play, a massive role in that. If your family, if it's basically if you're predisposed to type 2 diabetes, obviously you need to be really careful about your diet and your lifestyle. But I guess people are just lazy. I don't know what it is, but then they end up being diabetic.
It's a lazy mindset, isn't it? And that's the thing. When you get taught something or when you're programmed in such a way, but this is like, it's a little bit like the whole, like, quote unquote, people of this day and age, people your age and people younger, like, you are born into a world where everything is click your fingers, it's done. Yeah. So this is why, and I mean this when I say this, I feel sorry for the young people nowadays because they're getting all the shit and the stick when actually they don't know any different. And that's why, hence things like, this and some of the work that I do with people, I try and educate people and help people to understand that you can still, how do I say it without it sounding too shitty, like, but you can still achieve what you want to achieve without, without backing down from it. You don't have to go, oh, this shit's too hard now, so how do I get around it? It's like people nowadays, if it's raining, they're like, fuck, I'm not going outside. Do you know what I'm trying to say though? Like, it's just a random scenario, but it's that whole mentality of, I can't do it because of this. Well, you fucking can do everything. It's because you're choosing not to, and you're in that world of, things.
It's all about the mindset, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's because everything's done by the click of the fingers, isn't it? But so something obviously that's interesting to look at, and I think it'll be really good to dig into. So you've been diagnosed with ADHD. How long have you been?
You know what? I was only diagnosed recently.